Welcome back to the Transport Bandits. I'm Cheryl.
I'm Jeff, or Mr. Dimples.
And we are here at Dan's Service Center.
And we are got a surprise for you. We're getting state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line airlift system on our truck.
Our airbags were
Shot.
Completely gone.
So this time we're going with the airlift airbags, airlift wireless pump with individual control of each bag. And we're going to tell you all about it in this video.
Let's stay tuned because you're going to learn all about the airlift system, the airbags that we're getting installed, and what all is incorporated with putting them on, and how badly ours was. We're kind of the before situation, aren't we?
Yeah.
The before and after.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. All right, let's go in.
Dan's Hitch. Come and look at all this stuff. Hey, I'm one of the smartest people I know. There.
You are?
Yeah. And I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but I love it.
We
love all of it.
We love everything. You can get everything you need at Dan's Service Center. It's all right here. Don't do it at home. Just bring it here. They got everything you need.
Look at this.
Blaylock.
I don't know what it is.
What is it?
But I like it.
Look at all this stuff.
Hey, we use these.
Yes. There you go. The big
If you've got a Ford, these are invaluable. Look at this. What do you do with these? I don't know, but I like it. Look at this big heavy thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Look at all these fifth wheel hitches, all different kinds. Now, I don't need one because I got a fifth wheel, but I'd like to have another one just because I like them.
Get the coveted Gen Y hitch here. They got your triangles here, and you know we keep telling you about the smaller batteries. This is where you can get them. Those smaller batteries right there that just fit over the frame, so you don't have to lug the big heavy ones around.
There you go. Transport Bandits say, get her done at Dan's.
Let's take a look at the airbags that were installed on this 2019 Ford F-350 when we purchased it. They were already on here. Let's take a look at them. There's Gus waiting for his new airbag shoes by Airlift, but look at these. This is the before picture. These were on here when we purchased the truck in 2020. This is a 2019, and these were already installed. Keep in mind they've been run for 2 years now, but we just want, this is the before picture. They've got ours off already. There it is.
All these components are very heavy duty. All right? And these are the 7,500 pound airbags. I mean, they're pretty big, they're pretty hefty.
Okay, so we are here at Dan's Service Center where they just installed our new Airlift airbags and compressor, internal compressor system. I'm going to hand this over to Ty and let him explain how this works.
So back here you've got your airlift bags. See the mounting solution and the size and the overall build is a little bit different than what you had before.
Yes.
Considerably
different.
Along with the routing of the airlines, which if you're peeking at down here, you've got them coming up from behind the bag along the frame, not smashed in the plate.
Not smashed in the plate. The airlines are no longer smashed in the plate.
Those are considerably heavier.
So those lines are routed up to here in this general area. And then underneath the truck you've got your manifold and compressor system that are mounted there. So it's all plumbed in together. And the little remote that you had in your hand was used to control that.
So we can control these remotely or with our phone app,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Right. So if you have the remote in your hand, or if you bump that off and you can use your phone app, whatever way works best for you.
Gotcha.
Definitely, it's nice to have if you ever have an issue. So if your remote, batteries die, if you take it out of the truck and set it on the bumper and then drive off, and the remote is a million miles away, or
We would never do something
You'd never
like
do that.
that.
You're a professional driver, so
Yeah, we would never do that, right, Jeff?
Right,
No,
right.
but it might drop down in the hole of despair.
The hole of despair. Okay, so how much better of a ride can we expect with the airlift over what we were riding on before?
Well, what you were riding on before looks like it was severely hampered because you were not getting much air back there.
Yeah.
Squished line. So if
Well,
you're-
one was flat and one had some in it.
so you're like this.
Yeah, it was leaning to the side.
Right,
That's
right.
how bad our airbags were. Now, our airbags were we don't even know where they were installed.
No, not a clue.
They were shot because we've been running them hard for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
they were just completely gone.
Right.
So we're really excited to get this new airlift system. It's going to make it such a better, smoother ride.
I no longer have to get out the little compressor and check the air in the airbags. I don't even have to get out of the truck, do it, Ty?
That's true.
This is going to be awesome.
It is.
And what about, are they separate? So if we're going into a curve and we have a heavy load on,
Yep.
they're going to adjust themselves for that curve, right? Kind of automatically, or
They're valves separately, so you don't have air squishing from one bag into the other as you put load on one side of the truck as you take that curve.
So that's
Awesome.
going to
So they're not going to go back and forth like this.
right.
or
So that's going to
stuck.
be more of a stabilizing.
Right, so it gives you
situation.
some anti-roll properties there that you might not have with other bags that are linked together where air pressure could go from one into the other.
all right.
Right.
Good job. Good job. We're going to have a lot of fun playing with that, aren't we?
Yep. And you can also put different amounts of air in each bag if you wanted to.
Right. So if you
For
had
some reason.
a load in the bed that was heavier on one side, then you could boost up one side heavier than the other to get it back to being more centered.
Awesome.
However you see fit as it feels. You don't necessarily have to get out there and measure here and measure there and look at it and inspect and everything.
Just
If it feels good,
feels
it
good.
is good. Right.
Okay.
And of course, if you're on the road with the load, making those adjustments from the seat, bump up a little bit. Hey, that feels all right. Bump a little bit more, you start to notice the difference. Keep going. Get a little bit more pressure in there. Hey, it's a little stiff. Let me back it down a couple pounds. Take
Yeah.
it back down again. Wherever you leave off, the system monitors, checks, makes adjustments, and keeps it there. If you have a heavy load and you are keeping it at one pressure, let's say it's 53 pounds, that's your sweet spot for that load, and you're driving all day, the system's looking at it. If you power the truck off, power the truck back on, whatever the system looks at it, it doesn't allow it to leak down. If there's any adjustments from different temperatures or elevations that would affect air pressure,
Yeah,
that
we go
system
through a
takes
lot
care
of
of
that.
Yeah, and mountain elevation sometimes will do that.
And in a
cold.
small pressurized container like that, it affects the pressure more than a
bigger
tire.
Right.
Like you'll lose more out of that than you would a big tire. All right. Do you know if there's a minimum, a maximum air pressure for these bags?
So the system comes programmed from the factory at 5 pounds minimum, and they're able to be had up to 100 pounds. I think a lot of folks are going to find somewhere bit higher than 5. Maybe you find somewhere between 10 and 20 when you're unloaded. You know, you got hitches, equipment, tools, fuel back there. So if you take the time to drive the truck the way it is without a load on it, try 10, try 12, try 15. Somewhere between 10 and 20 is pretty common, and you might find that it smooths things out. You might even get off the factory suspension a little bit and have the bags there cushioning it. And then when you get into other loads like travel trailers or fifth wheels, you build from that point.
Gotcha.
You can save that into one of your presets. Notice the remote had a number 1, number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
So
Or
just,
if I'm home and say I'm hauling my 4-wheel drive tractor with a front end loader and equipment on the back, it's going to be heavy, bump it up some more.
yeah. And if you have continuous loads that are around the same weight, you could use those as one of your presets.
Okay.
So if you have, if you find a good pressure when you're like this, let's call it 17 pounds, press and hold the number 1 button, that saves that value to the remote. And anytime you're getting back to this state unloaded, push number 1, truck comes down, you're there.
Awesome.
And you've taken the time when you're unloaded to try to find what pressure feels good for you.
Awesome.
Same thing with heavier loads, like if you're hauling your tractor, same trailer, same tractor, loaded the same way. If you found a sweet spot, you could save that as, say, number 3. Anytime you go to that, get hooked up, hit number 3, bags come up right to the pressure you've taken time to decide on.
Oh, we're going to have fun playing with this. We're going to have a lot of fun. Mr. Bones, of course, doesn't care. You guys know why. He's dead. So he doesn't care whether we have airbags or not, but we do, and we really appreciate Dan and Ty. Thank you for explaining that to us.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else that we need to know about this system? Everybody's going to ask, what did it cost us for the system? Like,
We got the invoice in there.
yeah, we'll update you on about what they run, and you can come here to Dan's Service Center because they will install it for you right here.
And do a professional job.
Yeah, you're going to get it done right if you come at Dan's. A few weeks and several loads later. Hey, welcome back. It's been a few weeks since we got our new Airlift 7500 XL Ultimates in.
Yeah, we love it. And you're going to have to excuse me today. Cheryl says I'm being a little obnoxious.
He is
I
being
don't know
obnoxious. You guys don't see him behind the camera. He's being obnoxious. All right.
She said I had to keep it serious.
Not serious.
That this was an informational
This
video.
is an informational video.
And I told her we're going to have fun.
We always have fun. So it's been a few weeks since we had our new Airlift suspension system put in at Dan's Service Center.
I'm using them right now. Do you see me bouncing around and vibrating?
We're very smooth, and I'm hand holding the camera, so it's pretty smooth.
Before we start to get into this video, I'm going to clear the air about it a little bit. Dan doesn't pay us to do this at Dan's Service or Ryan or any of them guys.
Well, we love taking our truck to Dan's Service Center
Yeah,
because
they do.
Ryan and Stacy and Ty and everybody that works there, Shannon,
They do such a good job. And the
They all-
airbags I had on there before were so crappy. You know, I just wanted them done right.
So to begin with, our airbags that we had on here previously were completely shot.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
You know, the Airlift 7500 XLs and the wireless compressor.
Yeah.
And I took it to Dan's because I wanted it done right. And I wanted it done professionally. And I just didn't want to have any problems like I did out of the other ones.
Well, Dan's Service Center has always treated us well, with courtesy and professionalism, and they know their stuff. They put on these airlift systems, didn't he say, like they do like almost one a day?
Yeah, 1 or 2 a day.
So they know what they're doing.
It doesn't matter. Even if they were hateful to me, I would still get it done there because it's going to be done right.
It's going to get done right at Dan's Service Center. And this is not a paid promotion in any way.
I wanted a nice, clean install that just flat out worked.
And the airlift system seemed to be the one to go with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the best on the market for the air suspension system, right?
I have no idea. It works for me.
And
I love it.
we don't have to go back there and manually pump. Look what it comes with. We have a remote control.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. Even a blonde can use it.
And you can do it going down the road.
Look, take a look at this. We do not have a load on here now, so that's where we found, we're still playing with it. We're still trying to figure out what PSI we need.
Yeah, but I found when I've got 118 gallons of fuel plus the 50 gallons in my truck, 14 pounds seems to be good.
Yeah, pretty smooth ride. Now,
And
since then, since our install, we've hauled 2 loads. One
3.
all the way out to San Diego, California. And it was just a regular travel trailer type load that weighed, I think it was like 11,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And how was that for you?
It was perfect. You know, with my other airbags, I would have to put them on 40 pounds. This time, with the 7500s, 26 pounds was perfect. And so I got a better ride because I had less air pressure.
And then we took another load from Colorado down to Florida, and that was very heavy, very tongue heavy, and so grateful.
Tongue heavy.
So grateful we had the airlift suspension system on before we took that load.
Yeah, on that load, I ran them at 56. And I think on your normal fifth wheel, say, you know, fairly heavy fifth wheel, I would say that 36 around there would be good, 36 pounds. And on a normal travel trailer, around 26, 28 would probably be good. But, you know, you can play with that.
They're independent. The bags are independent of each other, right?
Very important point, Cheryl. The bags fill separately. So, what I like about that is when you go around a corner or up and down hills, the air from one bag doesn't get pushed into the other. So it acts as a stabilization for your truck. It's pretty doggone stable. I don't care to tell you.
Right.
My truck stays level.
Yeah, so we are super pleased with our airlift system.
And when it's bumpy, you know, them whoop-de-doos,
Yeah,
I'm not bouncing around like a kangaroo.
sure.
Yeah,
Let's take this time out now. Jeff, you have anything more to say?
I do.
All right, say.
About getting them installed, all right? Look, guys, I know all of y'all are going to say, oh, you could have done that cheaper. Or you could have saved money by doing this. That's not what I wanted. I didn't care. I wanted those things put on, and I wanted them put on right. I wanted them to work, and I wanted them to keep working. So that's why I went to Dan's.
And we were between loads.
Yeah.
So we really didn't have time for you to go all the way back home to Tennessee and install them yourself.
But I wouldn't have done that anyway,
Right.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Because anything I've ever gotten done at Dan's service has been done right and been done professionally with no corners cut. And this was no exception. I mean, all the airlines are run in a way that they will never get pinched. I'm not worried about the electrical or any of that. I mean, it just works and works good. Those guys did a bang-up job.
Yes. Now, you are waiting for a review of what is an airlift air suspension system. So, what is the actual part that we got put on? What did we get put on our
We
truck?
got the Airlift 7500 XL Ultimate.
Load lifter.
Yeah. And we got the wireless compressor. The one that will do the bags separately. Yeah.
What does the Load Lifter 7500 XL Ultimate Air Spring Kit actually do for our truck?
It turns it into a magic towing vehicle.
It's a magic towing vehicle.
No, man, it does everything.
It eliminates the road jarring.
Yeah,
We don't have any more of that weird, like bouncy stuff, the road jarring.
I'm not being jarred at all. It levels the truck. It keeps, it eliminates, I'd say it practically eliminates trailer swing. Especially if you get the ones that fill the bags individually. This seems to be, to me, it's like almost the ultimate in comfort, safety, lift, and just overall ride control.
Yeah, the front end of the truck doesn't, you can adjust it so that it's not bouncy. It doesn't, like, if we don't have a load on right now, and you can adjust it. We've got it all the way down to 14 right now while we're riding without a load.
Sure, we'll show you a clip of that beautiful remote control in a minute.
Absolutely. Stay tuned
and how it
for that.
operates. But for me, personally, I haul all kinds of stuff. I've got 4-wheel drive tractors with front end loader at home. Just a lot of different stuff.
We haul more than campers when we're at home,
But campers is obviously what we primarily haul. And I chose the 7500s because
over the 5000s.
Over the 5000s.
On the airbags.
Yeah, and I'm sure the 5000s is a great system. But with the 7500s, you get more leveling power, more lifting power with less air pressure. And that tells me it's going to give me a smoother ride, and it has.
Well, the airlift system, the 7500s have that double, what do you call it, double bellows?
Double bellow, which holds more air.
Yeah, take a look at this. This is what it looks like on the inside.
It's huge.
It has the internal jounce bumper, which absorbs shock even more.
Yeah, but we'll probably never reach that level.
Oh, I see.
Even with a heavy tractor.
I see.
Like if the air was to blow out the bags, it would come down on that to keep it from going all the way down.
Right. So this even gives us, we don't even have to worry about bottoming out ever. We don't have to worry about when we don't even have a load. They're perfect, right?
Yep, because I set that pressure down.
And those 7500 XL Ultimate airbags with the internal compressor, which we have a remote control. And you know what else you can do? You can download the app from Google Play or the Apple iStore and do it to your phone. Like you can make your remote control your phone. If you don't want, we're using the controller right now, but if you
I haven't downloaded the app to my phone.
Not yet.
Because the
controller works so good.
The controller it comes with works great.
Yeah. This is Airlift's strongest spring kit ever.
Of course.
It's the 7500 XL Ultimate.
Yeah, guys, this is not meant to be a, what would you call it, Cheryl?
Promotion. It's not a promotional video.
No, it's not a...
We're just doing a review of these.
What I'm saying is...
We want to tell you about them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not a technical specifications video.
No.
If you want to know that, your best bet is to go to Airlift, do your own research, or call down service, talk to Ryan. He knows these things inside and out. He's forgot more about airlift airbags than I'll ever know.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the controller. You can see how big it is that comes in your truck. It easily fits inside the compartment. It can be charged right there with your external cord. You just press on the middle button and that comes up, the Airlift logo, and then it connects and will tell you what your pressure is right now. If you want to increase your pressure. You can just increase it as much as you want, and a lot of times you can hear it going up or down. It's doing it right now. You can't hear that, but I can. And it just pumped it up to 19, and then I can bring it back down if I want. I'll bring it back down to like 12, and it'll let the air out. Well, I want to go back to my presets, so it has 3 presets. I press 1, that's our preset for unloaded, and it will adjust it correctly. You can also do one airbag or the other by just pressing the arrows over. That's the little controller. It is so easy to use. Perfect controller. Very easy. Okay, now many of you are asking, what does something like that cost?
Many hundreds of dollars.
Many hundreds of dollars. No, it's worth every penny of it, right?
I think so.
But I think that the 7500s XL, the 7500 XL Ultimate bags, they run around 1300, something like that. And then if you get the internal compressor,
You mean the onboard?
onboard, sorry about that.
The compressor is not internal anywhere. It's on board the truck.
I don't understand all this mechanical mumbo jumbo. Internal, on board. Okay, on board compressor system.
The one that will operate the bags independently and wake up and check itself every now and then.
I hear it sometimes go off. Like sitting here in the truck, I hear it go. And it's just checking them to make sure.
It's just checking it to see if it's got the right air pressure.
I know, that's cool, isn't it? It's like
awesome.
It's like
It's
we got a
better.
little.
It's way better than me getting out of the truck and going back there and checking it.
And doing it manually when it's like 12 degrees outside.
And guys, I can't tell you how much I love these airbags.
We love the airbags.
It's like my favorite thing I've ever put in this truck, other than Cheryl.
Oh, well, gee, thanks.
You're my favorite thing I've ever put in the truck.
That you ever put in the truck. That's always good to know that I rank a little bit above an airlift air suspension system.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys, if you install any accessory in your truck, it should be a woman.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that's it for our review of the Airlift 7500 XL Ultimate.
So right now, I do really love them.
But you'll probably tell them a little more about it later on.
Yeah,
in some other future coming up videos when we learn how to use it better.
Yeah.
And how we get to work on the right, just the right pressure. You have to play around with it.
Yeah. So you can, in a few weeks, we'll do another.
Maybe a follow-up video, see how they're
we'll do
doing.
a follow-up review.
And show you a little better what they look like and how the install went.
Yep.
Maybe.
Meantime, if I was you, I'd call Ryan and Dan's and one of those guys and set up an appointment and get us that put on right now. That's how much I love them. And then, if you got time, find yourself a female and install her in your truck. Because that's the best accessory you can have.
I'm so glad that you have said that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You are my favorite truck accessory.
I'm his favorite truck accessory. I love it when he speaks sweet nothings to me. I'm your favorite truck accessory.
You are.
Yeah, okay. What are you going to get me for Christmas? A muffler?
Possibly you could use one.
Oh, alright, that's it for now. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, if it was helpful to you at all, press that like button. Comment down below. We'll try to answer any questions you have. And Jeff, what do they want to do if they haven't already done so before?
Subscribe.
That's it for us. Thank you for watching. Transport Bandits out.